when I use cyberbullying, how will you feel about social? Because you must not have all of takes on every issue. Are you a bully? You must not have all the time that on every issue. So the fact that you lie love and before you know it has gone like how they call them keyboard warriors. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Brillmond and it's so good to have you here. If you're a new subscriber, you're very welcome, and for my oldest subscriber, you know how we do it. I love you all. So today we are going to be talking about bullying, and you'll be wondering, why do we have to talk about bullying? Because it has social impact on all of us, especially teenagers in our society today. Even if you're no longer a teenager, someone must have said to you, an act of bullying sometime in your past might have affected or formed the way you think and the way you behave now. So we're going to find out if we ourselves were bullies, or if we have been bullied and we don't even realize that that's what is going on. So quickly, what is bullying? Bullying is simply undermining, discriminating, or coercing somebody who we perceive is lesser than us. So you think this person is younger, so if I tell them to do something, they don't have a choice, they have to do it. And if they don't do it, somehow they must do it, because I mean, why wouldn't they do it? I'm bigger than them, so why? You know, the truth about it is that there's a law of universal oneness. All of us that on earth are the same. So don't get me wrong, I know that some people are higher than others, but basically we are all human, so we have a human nature in us. So nobody is really greater than us. If anything, we are only greater than animals because we talk, we reason. Goats, chicken, fowl, they don't do all of that. So those are the only creatures we are greater than. But aside that, in humanity, we are all equal, we are all the same. So now I want to ask you, are you a bully? Have you ever bullied anybody before? Maybe you thought it was just bants and jokes. You don't know the effect that act of yours has on that person. So you tell somebody something and you think, they should, what's there? Is it not small yabbing? And before you know, it has gone on and dug somewhere in their heart, and they cannot even find themselves again. Bullying breeds a lot of psychological issues in our society today, from body dysmorphia to low self-esteem, to even encouraging use of weapons. Now in the US, every now and then we hear that a teenager is carrying a gun for one reason or the other, because they feel out of place or because they feel offended, something. But how did it start? It started by their mates just bullying them or discriminating them somehow, and they felt, okay, I'm going to get back to you, and they went ahead and got a weapon. Now, I'm not encouraging violence for any form, but bullying encourages violence. So how can we stop bullying? First of all, if you have something to say to somebody and you've checked it in your head, it's not nice, don't say it. No matter how little or how casual you think it is, no matter how much of a joke you think it is, saying that thing can affect that person's self-esteem. For instance, look at how thin you are. Have you been eating? Maybe the person has been struggling with gaining weight, and then you go, they didn't tell you that they are not aware that they are thin. Or you meet somebody, instead of greeting them, you say, you are now fat. Oh. They knew it. They dressed themselves up before they left the house, so they probably saw their mirror and they know that they are fat. You telling them, I don't know, what is the intent? So we have to check our intentions when we're talking or addressing people. You don't just meet somebody and tell them something that's already obvious to them, because you don't know how it's already making them feel. Now, if it's an issue of concern, maybe the person is putting on weight or is losing weight, and you're genuinely concerned that maybe they are ill or they are overindulging, you can call them and find a very calm way to ease into the subject. You don't just see somebody and say, Omo, you are fat. It's crazy. It's not normal behavior, but we do it and we think it's normal. Or you see somebody who is unmarried, for instance, and you say, oh, when are you getting married? Or you see somebody who is married and you say, when are you giving birth? Or is it somebody who has given birth to the first child and you say, when are you giving birth to the second? And you see, and it continues like that. So now, if you ask somebody, when are you getting married? And they go ahead and ask you, when are you dying? How will you feel about it? Or you feel the person wants you dead. But at the end of the day, all of us are going to do things in our own time in this world. So forcing people to be on your timeline is not the way to go about it. So now we're going to specially look into cyberbullying. The main thing, cyberbullying. You go online, they call them keyboard warriors, and you're just, insulting somebody who you don't know, who doesn't know you, who you probably will never meet in this lifetime, and you're insulting them because you feel you know them. So social media is very curated. Everybody puts out exactly what they want you to see. So the fact that you're seeing something about somebody consistently doesn't mean that that is who they are. So you see somebody, you have an impression of them in your heart, and you go by that you've seen, and you start to make assumptions, and you start to harass them, and you start to bully them. It's not fair. What would be fair is putting yourself in that person's position and asking, before you type that hurtful comment, if this thing was said to me, would I love it? Will I like it? How would I react to this? Then you go ahead, even if you would not react negatively to it. But just remember that everybody does not have your tolerance level, so you don't have to put that thing out for that person in that manner. It might lead them to a state of depression. So bullying has a lot of cause. The worst thing bullying does to somebody is suicide. And you would think it was just banter, but every day when somebody keeps hearing something repeatedly, they begin to believe that that is truly how they are. And I'm sure you don't want to have somebody's blood on your head. So today I encourage you to stop bullying, stop cyberbullying, stop social bullying. What is social bullying? Tarnishing someone's image. You know that this information you're going to put out is wrong. Then you go on and put it. 𝗕𝗂𝗹𝗆𝗆. I don't know why you like that blog a lot. I'm sorry. But you shouldn't be living there. How are you so happy benefiting from someone else's downfall? Like, of what use it is to you? If you hear that somebody's marriage collapses, what is it going to do for you? As a person, what is the downfall of that marriage going to do for you personally, aside for you to laugh? And the thing is, you think celebrities are immune to all of this. Like I stated earlier, there's a law that all of us are human. So we feel the same way, we think the same way. Things affect us just like it will affect every human being. So the fact that you see somebody as a celebrity does not give you any right to go on and bully them. Even if it's not a celebrity, just somebody on Insta blog, right? And you go on there and say, Momo, why do you feel the urge to do that? Even if you don't agree with what the person is saying, you can quietly leave that place. You exit. See, one of the rules of operating on social media is knowing that everybody on there is not exposed as you are. So if you are not understanding something, you can either ask nicely that, please walk me through what you're trying to say. I am having problems understanding what you're saying. Maybe their English was wrong, or their use of their word placements and what have you, and the person would be kind enough to respond, or you mustn't even engage. It's just like you're walking on the street and you find people talking, chit-chatting. I'm sure you don't go and butt into their conversations, especially if it's not directed at you. That's the same way you should engage on social media. So when you see people, someone has tweeted something, and even though you read it, but you can't relate or you don't agree, you keep it moving. You keep it moving. It's not necessary that you impute on every subject matter. You must not have hot takes on every issue. You must not have hot takes on every issue. So the fact that something is trending and everybody is talking, it doesn't mean that you have to say it. The fact that you don't like a person and they are dragging them, in Nigerian language, they are dragging you like 𝗲𝗲𝗳𝗲𝗲𝗲. You don't have to go there and say anything, because somewhere or the other it's going to affect the person. So if you think, this person said something that is not nice, no, we need to correct them, it's not your place. They have friends, they have family who are close to them and can tell them that, see, this thing you're doing is not good. It's not in your place. So today I'm encouraging every one of us to resist the urge to bully people, because bullying can lead to suicide. It increases the rate at which somebody decides to off their life. And like I said earlier, you don't want to be responsible for having someone's blood on your hand. Today, do well to spread this message to everyone you come across. When your fingers are itching you, instead, journal it, write it down. Write your thoughts, keep them to yourself, or share it with your friends and family. You don't have to. You can call your friends and rant about something you saw, right? But you don't have to have a hot take on every subject matter, and there's no need for you to write a malicious comment or suggest something malicious to tarnish somebody's image. I believe everyone on this channel wants to live their best life, so going to pursue revenge is you living beneath your ideal self. So if you want to live your best version of your life, it's best for you to avoid bullying of every form and kind. Share this video with somebody who you think should hear it. Don't forget to like if you loved it, and subscribe if you're not yet subscribed. Thank you very much for watching this video. See you next time.